If the Army and the Navy ever looked on heaven's scenes, they would find the gates are guarded by United States Marines. I tell you, when you get brainwashed, you get brainwashed. Today, we're talking about 22% of U.S. residents are considering a move now that the election is over, and some of them are looking out to move to a different state or out of the country. That's true. And then also, first-time home buyers shrink to a historic low of 24% as buyer age hits recorded highs. And also, we'll talk about the mortgage rates this week and what you get for $2 million and what you get for $1 million in Santa Clara County, as well as the 12 Bay Area County months of inventory report. Let's get moving here. All right, let's get first-time home buyers are saying that, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of, we're trying to, I don't know, what's going on with the market. It's too unaffordable. Here's the thing, right? We're at median price across the U.S., 400 and something and change, $1,000. And the average income is super low right now. The median household income rose from 108 to 107. So that means it's about $50,000 person. And married couples increases up to 62% of all buyers, with single female buyers seeing a slight rise to 20%. Conversely, the share of singles males decreased to 8%. Imagine that. And unmarried couples dropped to 6%. In addition, the share of single family first-time home buyers jumped up 5%. Now, you can read the whole thing here, but the bottom line is it's affordability. First-time home buyers are struggling to buy first-time homes. I'm looking at buying a house for my parents in Las Vegas area. My sister's a broker there, so if you're moving, let me know. I'll hook you guys up. And a standard house is about $450,000 to $600,000. It's a little bit above the median price, but that's because there's a lot of people moving there. Even though there's a huge amount of inventory, I'm very specific of what I'm buying, though. I'm like, no HOAs, 3-car garage, 4+ bedrooms. So I'm being kind of a prick, but that's because, I'm the buyer. Read this article. It's pretty interesting. The link is down below in my blog. Yeah, there you go. Rates are 7.2. They've actually continued to go up over the last couple of days. It boggles my mind. Yesterday, we talked about how the new normal will be 5.5 to 6.5, where 6% is the average. Right now, we're saying don't go out and buy a house unless you can afford it, unless you can see that there's a 5 to 10 year horizon on your purchase, because what you buy today is going to be worth a whole lot more in 10, 12 months. I can guarantee it. Well, not guarantee it. Nobody can guarantee anything, right? Here's the problem, right? What happens if the market crashes? What happens if the global economy crashes? What happens if we have a zombie apocalypse? We don't know. But for right now, if we're continuing the course that we are, and we're seeing the future of house prices increase over the next 2 years, there's no reason for us to have low interest rates, because when the interest rates lower, that means more buyers enter the market. That means there's more competition. That means prices go higher. And then we have the affordability problem altogether, right? So what if you bought a house right now and then in a year or two, the rates went down? They say date the rate, buy the house, and date whatever, right? I'm not a big believer in that, because I don't know when the rates are coming down. I'm a better believer in buying at the current price, asking for concessions, a couple points to drop your 7.2 down to 6 or 6.2 or whatever, right? So something to think about. And yesterday I did a talk at San Jose State, the VRC, the Veterans Resource Center, talked about the home buying process, and the VA 30-year loan is so much more competitive for our veterans and service members, because if you're buying a house, and you're a service member, chances are you don't have a ton of money packed away, right? And it's a 0% down product. It's easy to get in. It's great for our veterans. I just heard that there was a $4.7 million house being bought by a former sergeant who became an orthopedic surgeon. So you can use the VA. There's no limits, etc. And it's pretty awesome type of stuff. These are unquoted rates. So again, you can get it down to 6.5 if you really tried, but I wonder what it would be if you paid a full point down and see what that came out to. So there you go. If you're thinking about buying a house, go house shopping. Make sure you take a look at this home buyer checklist. It walks you through every nook and cranny. I showed it yesterday. I don't have it up today, but it allows you to walk through every part of the house and look at it a little bit finer than, oh, this is pretty. I like the paint. I don't really care for the paint type of thing. So download it, get it done. What you get for $2 million in San Jose, Santa Clara County. This is Bimmerly Place, and it is right on the cusp of Almaden. It's still Blossom Valley, but it's really close to it. If you know Almaden Lake Park, Oak Ridge Mall is over here. And it is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, almost 2,500 square foot house built in 1981. Let's take a look at the pictures real quick. Again, this is not my listing. Yep, really nice. This is a much better lay. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, that is as is, boy. I tell you what, that's some original looking cabinets there. At least they put in new refrigerators. I wonder if that's Samsung. Too bad. No sale. Well, you get a built-in fireplace, which is nice. And that looks like it's a dishwasher, maybe? Built-in dishwasher? Huh, good for them. Everything you need. Big master room. Yikes, that is some old looking tile. So $2 million, and you still have to do some upgrades to it. There you go. Almaden. Bourgeois Way. What you get for $1 million in San Jose, California, Santa Clara County. This is right by Capitol Expressway and Coyote Creek. This is Andrew Hill High School. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,000 square foot, built in 1976. Open houses this weekend. I love the name, Bourgeois. Bourgeois. Don't be so bougie. Buy this bougie house. Wow, it is a flip and a flip. I don't know, man. I don't know if they bought it and fixed it and flipped it, or they just updated it. Well, at least they did something to it compared to the last one we looked at. Ooh, look at that. Blank slate of a backyard. That's a lot of cement to get rid of. I wish I did that to my garage. Put the chip paint down there. That's nice. All right, that's what you get for $1 million. On market one day. This one has been on market 7 days. 22% of U.S. residents are more likely to move now that the election is over, with many considering a different country or state. It's true. I talked to a lot of people about this. A lot of people are like, hey, you know what? Scottsdale's looking really nice. I talked to one of my lenders yesterday. He's thinking about moving out. One of my other lenders moved to Austin, and another one of my lenders moved up to Elk Grove. People are just getting out because it's hard for them to make a living here, and it's hard to be consistent, right? What if you moved out of state? What would it look like for you? I've been looking at a lot of different options here because my girls are graduating in May in the spring, and I'm not sticking around. I'm getting out of here because I think there's other things for me to do and better things for me to enjoy and a slower life that I want to live. So if you're thinking about selling, let me know. Spring and summer next year is going to be gangbusters. I'm not guaranteeing it, but I'm feeling like there's a lot of pent up need for people to move. I have at least 4 listings coming up in the spring already. And that's pretty much it. Nothing else has changed. These numbers are still from October. We're in November now, and nothing's really changing outside of the fact that we knew in October the the inventory would drop down a little bit, as it always does. Last year, we had a little bit of hairy carry up and down. These big squiggly lines are days on the months of inventory. And then the big blue line is the US median inventory number. And again, we're looking at 6 months, 6 months here. So 6 months is like right about here to get up to a seller's market, like we saw in 2008 to 2012. And since then, we haven't really been in a buyer's market. This is a seller's market, and it's been like that for a long time. And you can see during the summer, things kind of slow down. Every month is different. So just keep that in mind. The biggest thing I tell people is don't get greedy and don't get cocky when it comes to pricing out your house, because if you overprice your house, you're going to sit on market for a long time and think your agent's not doing anything. We do a course of action for every house that we do. We have a list of houses or a list of things that we do to market it, get it out there, send it out to, and get a buzz going. And if your house is overpriced, it will sit. It will sit. And that's the worst thing you can do, is let your house sit in a seller's market, because once you're at 15 to 30 days, the vultures start coming around and looking for deals. So my job is to convince you that when you do that, when you do put your house on market, list it low, attract the market, bring in the offers, and then you can negotiate it up. Are you going to get to the crazy, crazy number that you're thinking? Maybe. You never know, right? I just sold a lot with a house on it. It's a piece of crap house. It needs to be torn down for $400,000. Then, well, close to it, $340,000 over the list price. And other offers were lower. So I was going to say it's $400,000 over the lowest offer. So when you bring in multiple offers, magical things happen. That's it for now. All right. Thanks for watching. This is my girls' last competition before state this weekend. I'll be up at James Logan High School, Union City or something, and watching my girls compete in band. Yay. Have a great weekend. I'm Vito with Abitano. Thanks for watching. We'll see you out there.